This is the Stepping Razor, the art of war. We're there with you on next Thursday. This is the last Thursday in this month, August. So we hear of the passing of the Minister of Agriculture, and me feel sad about it, because you know, say, since we start this program, we have been always projecting to the youth them how important it is to plant something. You know, this November, we're going to make it 2 years since we had this program, and I am telling you, if you were listening to me from them time there until now, you'd have had reaped planting and banana twice already. Yes, you would have planted a coconut tree and it would have bear 2 years from now since I told you to plant it. But agriculture is dear to our heart, and we see Raja did a try a thing, you know, he might try. And we love him effort, you know. We love him effort. So when we hear that, we feel kind of sad. And we know a whole heap of one down highway from here, so feel it. Even Brian feel it. And Brian don't have no reason to feel nothing, because Brian don't feel nothing at all. And Brian kind of shake him head and say, yeah, him kind of feel it. You know them way there. So, yeah, we want to say condolence to his nearest person beside him, which is his wife. We are told that he's in the airport, him drop down, and his wife was there. But as we are saying, him do him thing. Him do him thing. Nobody can say him never try a thing. You know, him try the thing, and whole heap of things where him do work, and we see it at work. And as a matter of fact, he was an agricultural man. He wasn't just a minister of agriculture. He was actually a farmer too. And it is always good to know that you have a minister representing something that he is into. It's like if you have the Minister of Health, he's supposed to be a doctor. And the Minister of Health is a doctor. If you have a Minister of Finance, he's supposed to deal in finances. You know, if you have a Minister of Culture, they're supposed to involve with culture, not because they are in a ministry, them get involved with the ministry and the things in the ministry, but they must have had some prior connection with whatsoever they have now been minister for or minister of. So when we hear Roger Clark being the Minister of Agriculture, we know that Roger Clark is a man involved in agriculture. You know, so yeah, we feel bad. We feel bad about it. Trust me. We feel bad about it. So we're going to dedicate this song here to the whole idea of planting. Eat what you grow and grow what you eat. But it come like, say, when we attack, it's like, I don't know, we say the country must be able to feed itself first before we start talking about exporting food. We cannot be planting food to export and then use the money to import things that we should be planting. It's ridiculous. When I used to live in a Montego Bay, I see women who plant carrot, go to the market and sell the carrot on a Friday evening, and go in at the supermarket, go buy tin carrot juice. That no mad. Well, it's the same thing we are talking about just now. There's no reason why we should be planting things to export and then use the money to import things that we don't want to plant to eat. We must eat what we grow and grow what we eat. I've been to Malawi, and in Malawi, them don't import nothing where them can plant. Them anything that them can plant and it is beneficial for the public. Them plant it. And what you cannot plant, you import it. But you cannot be selling, you cannot be growing things in Jamaica, taking up land space for planting, for export. And then when you get the money now, you import things from countries that though have your goodwill at heart, we should be exporting excess. That is how it's supposed to work. I don't know how me sound, but excess we should have import. Sorry, we should be exporting excess. You can't export. You can't be having thousands of acres planting things that you need to export it. It's a crazy, crazy idea. So we continue the journey where we say eat what you grow and grow what you eat, you know. And we really mean it. It's useless you eat every day and have no food, especially those of us who eat 3 times a day and have little dirt thrown at the back of our yard. From you have a little dirt thrown at the back of your yard, you're supposed to plow that up and plant some things. Don't wait for government to do it. We need to look into this idea of growing things to export it. We need the money, but here and now, what is the use you're going to get the money and then buy things that you can plant? What is the use you're going to export food to buy wheat? Why we need wheat? I mean, dumpling nice still, but did you know that banana flour can make dumpling? Did you know that you can have banana flour? All the breadfruit we have in Jamaica, did you know that breadfruit can make flour? Breadfruit flour. You get some breadfruit, cut them up, tin, and put, well, that's how me know it. Me used to do it. You know, it's not a marketable situation me I tell you about, but it's a way where me used to do it. We get the breadfruit, cut it up thin, put it on a piece of mesh, put it out in the sun. By middle day, when the sun hot, especially now when the sun hot, by middle day it crisp like crackers. And then you just mill it and a flour that you have right away. Now can you imagine we do that on a full scale? We're not talking about a little thing run a man can. I mean, really agro-industry style. Where we just say, boy, we go, all of them breadfruit when we say all over the place. If we did have a agro-industry of breadfruit flour, banana flour, sweet potato flour, all the things them where you say will come from under the ground, can make flour with it. It's a serious thing. Breadfruit flour is one great flour, you know. Breadfruit flour, green banana flour, green plantain flour. We don't need to have no wheat. Even though we grow up on wheat and the whole people will love wheat. Especially some people. Them can't buy whole wheat flour, you know, them buy white flour. And yes, when they make dumplings, it tight them up, you know. All 1 week, them not go to tile it, you know. Well constipated, and a piece, it's alright, you know. One time, I tell a man, say, you know, so you're supposed to go tile it 2 times a day. Him say, Muta, you're mad man. 2 times a which day? So I say, how much time you got? Him say, well, how you mean? About 3 days. I not got time. I say, Bridget, something wrong with him. Say, no, Muta, what you talking about, man? How a man cannot feel him alright if him have 3 days pass and him not go to tile it? Something wrong with you. If 3 days pass and you don't go to tile it, something is wrong with you. You're supposed to go to tile it every day because you eat. You see the Brian say him not go to tile it from last week. You serious, Brian? From last week you don't go to tile it? No, we need to sit down and discuss this thing with you. We need to sit down and discuss this thing with you, Brian. From last week you don't go to tile it, Brian?
No one eat, but like
something wrong with you, Brian. No, Brian, you eat every day, you know. All more than 1 time a day.
Right on the clock.
Right on the clock you eat.
Yeah.
And you not go to tile it.
You
see, you see, me never even know about Brian's situation, you know. Brian need to come see me in my office. You need to come see me in my office because that is serious. That is very serious. As a youth, very serious.
Right.
There's no way a man should eat right around the clock and don't go to tile every day. Because when you eat the second meal, the first meal is supposed to come out of you.
So every meal where you eat after, the one where you eat before, it's supposed to come out of you. Because it's supposed to do it work and then become waste. So if all of that waste the inside of you, you know, especially like when you eat some whole heap of dead animal, you know. Because most people who don't go past regular, you know, it's whole heap of dead animal pack up in them, you know, high protein food pack up in you and them thing there. That, you know, it's like a cemetery thing. I go on. You need to eat more vegetable, Brian, because I know so when you come in with your food, you don't have no vegetable in there. You need to eat more vegetable. Trust me, I know what I say. I know what I'm saying. I know it's difficult for you because, you know, Muta elder man, he will say anything. Listen to me, I say, you know, because you see me gone, I'm in the day, so now, I'm sitting down in a rocking chair, and you say, well, remember that brother who used to work named Mutabaruka, in the time he must eat vegetable, I never listen to him, you know. No, you swear I'm to me now. I can't even go and try it again. It's a terrible thing. Brian, you're in a serious problem. You're in a serious problem, Brian. Believe you, we have anybody else out there who find out, say, they now got toilet every day. If you go to toilet every day, it don't mean you have diarrhea, you know. If you go to toilet every day, it don't mean you have diarrhea. Diarrhea is when you go to toilet, I look like, yeah, wee. You understand? That is diarrhea. You're not supposed to sitting down on your toilet bowl and wee through your ears. You understand? That is totally sick. That is the opposite. That is the total opposite of what we are talking about. You understand? Liquid come through the front and anyway, it may sound gross in the day, you know. That sound, but I don't know gross thing. That's a serious thing we are talking about. We need to understand that if you eat round the clock, if you're not going to the toilet, something is wrong. Because you must not have food in you where you eat today. The food where you eat for lunch, you're not supposed to have it in you 2 days after. Because that food is supposed to break down in your body already and do the work. What it hell it do inside of you? It's like when you put on cabbage for a long time and you start to smell the cabbage. Or when you ever hear about meat with touch, it's like the meat touch. So you can't imagine if the meat touch outside, you can't imagine what I do inside of you. One of the ways to get rid of that, you know, is with drink, you know. Not rum, you know. Drink water, drink something to make it flush you. All right, so all of this is because we are talking about Roger Clark, you know. If we never talk about Roger Clark, we don't know so this brother around that, so in a serious 6 stage. All right.
Yeah. Just a message to the youth, man.
Normal things that's normal, you know. Because I know say you have some man out there now listen to Muta and I say, how will Muta talk about? Go and toilet every day. How will Muta talk? Brethren, you wanna go on. Yeah, when Muta say, all right, you see what me I tell you that so now, you go and go to a doctor and him go and charge you money for tell you exactly what me I tell you right so now. You understand? So it's not a joke business. It's not true Muta say it, you go shove it off like, sure, Muta can't talk them thing then, like through my rasta. Well, let me tell you something. You see, if me not go toilet every day, me start to figure out something. How to go there. I mean, not going to go flood myself. You understand? And then me say me a wee with you, me anus. You understand? That's not supposed to work that way. So we are telling the ones them out there. If you're eating round the clock like Brian, you're supposed to go to toilet every day. Every day. And if you're not going every day, you need to check what is happening. I mean, I tell you, if you fret neither, you know. But guess what? You better fret.
The only thing you are going to... Westinghouse, steel, cement, and much more. Plus free delivery island-wide.
Them say, boy, when it's right, man, go on, keep doing what you're doing, man. When you're on the right path. Christine Lagarde, she is the head of the IMF. Well, International Monetary Fund Managing Director Christine Lagarde has been placed under formal investigation by a French court for her role dating back to 2008 Lagarde, who took over from fellow Frenchman Dominique Strauss-Kahn at the IMF after the latter was embroiled in allegations of sexual assault in a hotel maid, is suspected by the court of negligence while serving as finance minister under former President Nicolas Sarkozy. This is serious allegations here again, because this is not the first time she has been under the microscope for corruption. This is the lady that came here the other day and is showing us that, well, not us, showing the government that they're on the right path to alleviate the problems in Jamaica, which up to now we can't see. This is after passing about 4 tests. And them keep telling us, don't worry, man, down the road it will be better. Don't worry, man, down the road it will be better. You know, long black people are here that in Jamaica about don't worry, down the road it will be better. This woman come clear from France to come tell we say, we are on the right path, so we must continue. And these people in government, it's taking her like she is some Holy Mary, Mother of God. Now, the courts concerned referred to the 400 million euro payment that she approved to businessman Bernard Tapai to settle a long-running litigation against Credit. Leon is a state-owned bank that collapsed in the early 1990s after a reckless lending spree. I wonder if you understand where I'm going. The settlement in 2008 followed less than a year after Tapia, a former socialist minister, gave high-profile support to the center-right campaign of Sarkozy in the 2070 presidential election. Lagarde denies any suggestion of acted impropriely. Quote, I have instructed my lawyer to appeal this decision, which I consider totally without merit. Unquote. AFP quoted her as saying, in the French judicial system, being placed under formal investigation reflects the court's belief that a crime has been committed. The Financial Times cited Lagarde's spokesman as saying that the maximum penalty for the crime in question would be a year in prison, but merely placing someone under investigation doesn't automatically mean they will be charged. So that is coming out of Europe, where the Queen of Jamaica's newly found Queen, Christine Lagarde, is under investigation for the client list, for some reason or another, was removed from the website of Good Works. We want to repeat that. The client list was removed from Good Works website. Now we just got an email, and this email says, it appears that Good Works removed its client list from their website. And they say, see, http:/goodworks sintl.com/projects/clients/ This has been removed. No, the email says, however, you can retrieve their cached website by doing the following. And I'm going to give you, for those of you who's interested, because what was mentioned, we were told that it was not there. And to be truthful, when you go there, you don't see it. But information say it was there. And because of statements, it appeared that whosoever is responsible remove the client list. So now somebody is responding to us by saying, it has been removed, but now we are going to tell you how to get back this client list from Goodwill website, Good Works website. You can retrieve their the cached website by doing the following. Go to www.cached cachedpages.com. That is www.cachedpages.com. And then type in Good Works URL. Type in Good Works URL. And when you type in Good Works URL, you select archive.org. It's a very important because things were said and apparently once we are told that nothing don't go so, but we know that something goes so because the information was taken from the website of Good Works. But because they recognized that someone mentioned this client list, they took the client list from the website. And fortunately for us, someone out there is listening to us, and they are saying, even though it was taken down, you can retrieve it. All you have to do is go to www.cachedpages.com, type in Good Works URL, and then select archive.org. That is information. Information, very important that we deal with these things, because more time people hear we say certain things and them feel so we just take it out a hat like a magician. But there's reason to say it. And our reason is not based upon for just wanting to create mischief and trouble. It's something that has been investigated because it's sensible people. It's not no little, rhetoric. We are not trying to create mischief. We're just trying to get to the top of things. Because the bottom line is that when things are said, it can be validated. It can be validated. And this is how we know that people is listening, because now we see somebody has reacted to the email. Somebody has reacted to the exempt from the client list, and is now telling us how to get back the client list. This is the stepping razor, the art of war.
Challenge.
Bolt.
How much you say him is?
He is 103.
And he want to challenge both in our race.
In a 100 meters race, yes. Kichi Mizuyaki.
Miyazaki.
Yeah, Miyazaki. Yes, he wants to challenge Bolt over 100 meters.
How much money am I give Bolt for this?
The story didn't speak to the amount of money on offer, but Miyazaki took up running at age 92.
And not age 92.
Yeah, so that there's hope for both of us.
Don't put me like your problem, Don't put me in your problem at all, I am not in your problem. But you have man the email because I would like to challenge me as a free race to Bolt.
Right. How old are you? You are what? You're what?
Me younger than you, man. Me younger than you. You say it by the radio every minute, so I can't give up. Me younger than you.
But I mean, he's serious.
92-year-old, him start run.
He started to run at 92.
So which him is the champion for the?
He's a champion for the 105 to 109 age group category, because what you have globally is just like track and field for masters or football for masters. You have an event
for them kind of.
Yes.
So how much in
the
class?
60 to 65 age group, 70 to 75, yes.
So how much, like, what me time around 100?
100, yes. His personal best is 29.83 seconds. That's about a half a minute.
Yeah, and Bolt
Bolt world record 9.58.
And him want to run Bolt.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it will go. If Bolt will perhaps give him a jump and Bolt will start at 200. I don't know. But I mean, the gentleman is serious.
Oh, you mean?
Yes,
92-year-old him start when I do my 100 and challenge Bolt
and
in the world ever.
So if he's able to beat Bolt, then that becomes a record in itself.
No, if me is Bolt, I mean the fastest man in the world, and a 100-year-old man beat me, where did start on at 92. would have stand up on the Empire State Building and jump off.
Why?
Believe you me.
You be so shit.
No, I'd go up an IRFM pole and jump off.
Not the one, not Zippy Kingston. Oh, you got higher. Yes.
Yeah,
and it's higher.
Would I get more coverage for that? No, man. 100 years old. I'm the fastest man in the world, and they beat me.
But the gentleman is asking for the event.
Me know.
Yes.
But I say that make it so.
And what is good about it is that Bolt is ready to take up the challenge too.
Bolt, watch it, you know. Watch it. All right. No, that is something.
Never too late for sure.
No, I would have to go see that race there. Trust me, I would have to see that race there. No way I could have missed that race there.
In the story, didn't mention as to a likely time. No.
Yeah.
But what I can do, since you have shown so much interest, is to track the story.
Yeah, man. Track that story. The rest of the guy is the most incredible thing I hear so far. You know?
Where's your money? Bolt or Miyazaki?
Why? You know something? Me not believe in miracles, you know.
Right.
But you see them Japanese man there, them could all inject him with something where Bolt pop him foot out when them hear the gunshot, the man reach up at the bottom. By the time Bolt lift up his foot, the man reach at the bottom. You know, you have a man in India where I walk 25 years back ways. You know, you have a man there?
No,
all right.
I don't think
him I walk 25 years back ways, right? And him try walk front ways.
Yes.
And it was very difficult for him. It's like me who no wear shoes. You know, it's like
right.
Me put it on and I try to figure it out. Then I day me I walk, me in my garden. And me say, me go put on a slipper because the man I chop down some tree. And me walk, you know, and when me look, me realize, say, but wait, the shoe not there on my foot. Because me can't believe, say, me I walk in the bush and things say me have it on and it come off of my foot.
And you didn't realize?
I me never realize it.
Okay.
It's like a man who have our shoes all the way to walk barefoot. It's ridiculous.
Yes, it's true.
Well, it's bold this now because these Japanese people, I don't know what them do, you know, but them have a way to duplicate things, you know. And this man go to them, go to do something to duplicate Bolt.
But as 103-year-old.
And he will run back ways to a win.
No, man.
So, man.
No, that no Muta
I not
really
put money pad none of them. I not put it no money pad none of them. And I don't believe in miracles, but I believe in science.
Well, I
don't mean obvious science either. I mean science and technology.
I mean, this is nothing for Bolt. Bolt could perhaps walk fast and allow the Japanese to run at top speed.
Yeah. You go and talk. Yeah?
So Muta, just before I run back to sports department, you believe that Miyazaki at 103 could beat Bolt?
No, I believe that them can do something to him that create a superhuman 133-year-old man. And me not deal with no superstition neither.
Right.
I feel that these people can do something to a 103-year-old man that give him the power
to beat Bolt.
Yes.
I don't want to brush that aside, but I hardly see it happening.
No,
I don't think.
I say that's why I'm not putting my money on none of them.
Oh, okay, right.
Because it's not that I think I'm going to beat Bolt, you know, but through my mind stay away in these things.
Yes.
And I watch a lot of movies.
And so do I.
Yeah, so anyway, give thanks.
Give thanks.
Yeah.
Honey, for the first time in my life, I cooked. This calls for...
They must show me the man for the TV. Yes. I him that. Yeah. Well, it looked like me could have walked backwards and beat him still, but me not put my money there. Trust me. Me not putting my money. I don't trust these people. I don't trust them. All right, so okay, you know, we line up an interview. We still we now come out fight. You know, the police and the killing of citizens in Jamaica is something that need to be dealt with. Not just a 9-day thing. We're not coming out fight. We're not coming out fight, and we know say our voice is being heard. Our voices are heard when we speak now, because it's not just. We're not just speaking to Jamaica. And this is what these people must understand. And they must understand it too, you know, that when we talk to the microphone in the studio, our voices are heard all over the world. And you don't know who is listening. So, when we speak of the atrocities that SBA, you hear that police kill a crew pan the cop. You know what's his name? Cop. Pan TV. It's a kind of reality TV. We are going for years now. I think we name the Inner Circles tune is used as the background, but they are doing this shooting because it's like a reality TV. It's something will happen. Them is doing this shooting for cop, and a police shot one of the crew members by accident. I mean, one hear that? Oh, nobody is talking about it. I'm not hear it. I mean, watch out. It's a serious thing, you know. In the art of police killing a youth in a Ferguson and also killing a next youth because 2 youth police shot down there, you know. Or for people don't even realize that, you know, it's 2 youth get shot in a Missouri the other day, you know. Yeah. In the art of doing and going through all of that, you know. A police in the reality move TV cop shot one of the crew them by accident. So you know, say this thing is like a disease going on with police all over the place and police all over the place. So we see the thing going international, and there's a lady that has seen it fit to take up the case also with my brethren Miguel. Him named Jasmine Ran. She named Jasmine Ran. Jasmine Ran is a lady. We can talk to her. Really. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Oh, you sound like you're in Jamaica. I know you're not in Jamaica.
Not quite yet. Soon enough.
When you coming to Jamaica?
Soon, this weekend.
Okay, all right. You heard about the police who shot the crew member and cop?
The crew member?
All right. You know the TV series named Cop?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you hear that a police accidentally shot one of the crew members on the set?
No, I haven't heard that yet.
You see, no, it make it sound like a me one year, them news in a Rasta. Anyway, there was a shooting yesterday on the set where a police shot one of the crew members. Kill him. Now, in all of
These things that is happening now, we see that you have found it in your consciousness now to come to Jamaica to help in this Mario Dean case. How did you first hear about this Mario Dean case?
Well, I was actually traveling through Europe, and I got an email from a Harvard law professor named Charles Nesson asking me to sign a petition through Europe, and I got an email from a Harvard law professor named Charles Nesson asking me to sign a petition in Mario Dean's name. And, you know, I read some of the facts, and then when I got back to the States, I got a call from a friend of Miguel Lorne, who represents Mario Dean, asking me if I'd be willing to offer assistance on the case, and I quickly said yes. Yeah.
But, all right, so you seem that if you have been very busy with cases like these all over the place, you know, I mean, we're seeing name pop up in quite a few places when it comes on to human rights and justice for the press. Or you get to it involved in these, what we would call, just trying to help justice all over the place, not only in America but all over the world. How did a young lady like you get involved in this?
Well, I can't really, there's no like moment that I just decided to become involved in it. What I tell people is this is God's calling for my life. So, you know, I have a law degree and I'm a professor, and having those accolades are a blessing, but ultimately my place is to use those to serve the people. So anywhere in the world that I can do good and I can uphold human rights, I feel like it's my obligation to do so.
All right, so tell me some of the places that you have been doing what you are going to do in Jamaica, apart from the one in Florida. But tell me some of the places that you have been to defend
Well, the most recent major project that I worked on was helping to reform the judicial system of the Kingdom of Morocco. So the king called over a group of attorneys to help implement human rights throughout their national judiciary.
Okay, and so that's how long ago?
That was in January.
Okay, just.
But I travel. I'm also on. It's called the I Am the Change World Tour. So I'm speaking at colleges and universities throughout the world about the ability of international collective action to uphold human rights in different nation states. And I'm traveling with Danisha Pendergrass from Jamaica, who, as many of you know, is Bob Marley's granddaughter, and with Ndaba Mandela, who is Nelson Mandela's grandson.
So you find this case unique, or this is just another case in a bag of cases like these?
It's interesting you should ask, because when I was asked why and who asked me to help on this case, I got a call from a man, like I said, that knew Miguel Lorne, but I said that it wasn't a call of one voice. It was a call of the many voices of our sons for the past, that we've already lost crying for justice, and the call from my children who haven't been born yet, asking me to create a better world for them. So though, Miguel Lorne, although he has his own face, although Mario Dean has his own face, he is the face of systemic injustice. So it's not that this case is unique, and it's not necessarily that it is that different or the facts are more egregious than other cases.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Trayvon Martin. People are done. People are fed up. People in the United States are fed up. People in Jamaica are fed up. And it's not that the case is different. It's that something has changed in the people, and they're reclaiming their power.
All right. The Trayvon Martin case was a big alabaloo. The case was tried, the man get off, and that's the end of that. We hear of a next killing now in Missouri. We see a lot of alabaloo. We see it is kind of diminishing itself, and now we see the police himself who shot this brethren. I don't remember what his name. Brown? I think it's Brown his name is. The one in Missouri, yeah. We see that there is a call for the release of the police by a group of people who is donating hundreds of thousands of dollars to his case. So what? Right. And they are also now whitewashing the youth as a robber, because they said they saw him on a tape in a convenience store robbing the place, and them also found marijuana in his blood system. I don't know if you heard that. You heard that, right? All right. Given that most of the times police are not really prosecuted and then go to prison for the killing of black people most of the time in America, it is no different here in Jamaica, even though we don't have white police killing black people, but the police force is part of that legacy of the colonial past. The police, I don't know if you know, but the police force was formed in Jamaica not to protect the rights of the Jamaican people, but to manipulate the system in order to keep the what we call Bakra Massa in power because of what happened in Morant Bay during the Morant Bay rebellion of Paul Bogle. So what they started the police force for is to maintain colonialism against the people of Jamaica. And we see that continue over the years. Now, my question is this. In order to defend Mario Dean again and with the policing, I seen that it is necessary to bring about all of these historical happenings into perspective. Now, I know I am told that you're not actually going to be in the court. You're not going to be in the court?
No.
All right. So what is it that you are going to do in relationship to Maria Dean and what I just mentioned a while ago about the police force not there to protect the people, but to protect the system, to maintain the system over the people? What is it that you can offer?
Well, what I tell people here is that in the Trayvon Martin case, we made a bigger impact in the streets than we did in the courtroom. So certainly as an attorney, I use my law degree on a regular basis to make the difference that I can in the courtroom. But that's not what I depend on to make a difference. And I think first and foremost, it's important to show this concept of international unity. The most powerful message to me that came out of the Trayvon Martin case was this concept of I am. And to me, what I am, and, I think you have a very similar concept in Jamaica, it's the concept of I and I, the oneness and the recognition of oneself and another beyond class, beyond race, beyond borders, beyond religion. And so I recognize a piece of myself as a human being in Mario Dean. So I think it's important to send that message to the world. I also think it's important to give back to Jamaica a part of what Jamaica gave to the I Am Trayvon Martin movement. You know, I said this so many times after we got the not guilty verdict, that the world is what helped us stood back up and continue to fight for justice for Trayvon Martin that day, because it was people throughout the world, you know, in Spain, from Palestine, in Jamaica, saying, I am Trayvon Martin. And now we have Mario Dean. So now it's time for the international community to stand up for him. And to more directly answer your question in terms of what I plan to bring directly to the case is international media and press to put pressure on the government to conduct a fair and impartial investigation and to give this family truth and justice, and to help obtain a second pathologist. We've now confirmed that Dr. Michael Baden is going to be performing the second autopsy. For people who don't know who he is, he worked on the O.J. Simpson trial. He performed the autopsy most recently in Ferguson, and he autopsied Martin Lee Anderson in the famous case we had in Florida. So we're bringing some of the best resources that the government probably never, you know, thought that somebody who was poor and oppressed
could get that backing.
Exactly. So bringing the resources and then bringing the legal strategy. I've worked on, you know, several of these civil and human rights cases now, and I specialize in police brutality. So any knowledge that I've learned, past mistakes that I've experienced, I will certainly share those with Miguel Lorne. All
right. You think that the Trayvon Martin justice was accomplished? There was justice out there?
Yes and no. I think, you know, I've been asked a lot. I actually got asked the other day by a reporter asking what value I could bring to Jamaica if I lost the Trayvon Martin case. So I had to quickly correct him and remind him that I was not on the prosecution, that I was a civil attorney, and we had a successful civil resolution that I can't speak about because of confidentiality issues.
Yeah.
But a better answer would have been that I didn't lose the Trayvon Martin case, whether or not I was a member of the prosecution, because success is in making the decision to stand up for what is right and just, regardless of the outcome. So regardless of the outcome in Trayvon Martin, regardless of the outcome in this Mario Dean case, you know, my prayer is that God gives me the strength to stand up every time for what's right and what's just.
All right, so you think that the idea was a regardless idea, or was it seeking for justice? Because when we realize it, what we were searching for Trayvon was justice, and to most people, justice was not served. And we see that continues historically. We have seen that in the police force in America, and we see that in the police force in Jamaica. So if we are searching for justice, and it come out that we are suggesting that, well, we did our best, and this is how it goes. I mean, how would I recognize that? I don't see that as a victory in itself if we're still searching for justice in the same case that was tried in their courts and came out saying that the guy who did the killing is free. I mean, that,
you know, obviously we would have preferred to get a not guilty verdict, and I hope for different outcomes in other cases. But like Martin Luther King said, the moral arc of justice is long, but it bends toward justice. And sometimes we don't get the resolution that we want in the cases. Not every
case, so I mean, like, the majority of cases we don't get what we want.
I'm sorry?
The majority of cases we don't get what we want, especially when it comes on to police killing.
We don't, but what people fail to understand is that if it wasn't for the outcry of the people, even though there was a non-guilty verdict, George Zimmerman was never even going to see a jury. The Sanford Police Department had made a decision not to prosecute him for any crime.
Yeah. So,
you know, it was the outcry of the people that led to his prosecution that made him even face a jury, whether or not we like the outcome of that jury.
So it's just a staying of injustice then, and not a stay of justice, but a staying of injustice.
Yeah, I mean, it's showing the vestiges of racism, and the people that made that decision, it was independent jurors, but you have to look at the mindset of the people that live in that region. And in all honesty, I didn't anticipate a different outcome, because we can legislate through the court system, but we cannot legislate hearts and minds. And that decision was placed in the hands of people who expressed pretty obvious, racist thoughts and comments.
All right. So in Jamaica now, we are seeing it's a black police force, black government, and a black youth was killed. But the look of it is similar to a government where the police is white, killing a black youth, and we call that racism. In Jamaica now, the class that is mostly killed in these cases is, as we say, is poor people. And we search for justice, but justice seems to be delayed, even in the cases where we go through all these elaborate ideas of going to court and doing this, and then it come out that justice is not served, and then we say, well, at least it went to court, and we got our day in court. I think that there's something else that is necessary to be done. After that, if the people decide it is not justice, it is not justice. The law sometimes is not for justice. The law is there to maintain a system, and that is why we talk about, when we just mentioned the Moran-Bay Rebellion. The Moran-Bay Rebellion, the police force was started to quell all other uprising against the state. It was not for justice. It was for the law, to maintain the law, and the law is against the people. So when we talk about justice, we can't put justice with what is lawful, because what is lawful is not necessarily what is justified in the minds of the majority of the people, and that is what we see happening in Jamaica. So I don't know how we're going to get around that. We need some lawyer to tell us, how do we get justice when the law is not giving us justice? Because the law was not set there to give us justice. How do we do that?
That's the world that I live in. So for me, and when I say I can't put my decision to keep taking these cases and the outcome, it's not that I don't want an outcome. It's not that I don't want to hear a guilty verdict. It's that if I put my outcome, I would just, my vision in the outcome of the case, then I would just give up. Because, unfortunately, in the civil and human rights arena, most of us attorneys are type A personalities, and we like to win, and we like to feel that success in the courtroom. But if that's where I place my purpose, then I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today, because the system is against us. And I think you brought up a good point about the race of the officers. And people ask me all the time here, is it still racism in the United States if a black officer kills a black man? And my answer is yes, because systemically we devalue black life. And you see that across the board in criminal law, and you see that across the board in civil law in the United States. And if an officer is making a decision about whether or not to pull a trigger, and he knows that he's not going to face any time for depriving a black life of its liberty, then he's going to have a different mindset when he approaches that person than if he approaches a white person.
And when he goes to the courts, the law protects him.
Yes.
So what do we do? Can I call you Jasmine?
Of course.
Yeah, Jasmine, you're a lawyer. And the law, when someone put their trust in a lawyer, they are searching for justice based upon what the lawyer is presenting as law. We are saying that when the lawyer goes to the court and he's searching for justice for his client, and the people out there is demonstrating for justice, and when you come out and say the police is not guilty, and the people outside is saying, but that is not justice, what do you think is necessary to bring
I think
justice? Not lawfulness, but justice.
And I'm so over giving legal answers at this point, so I can't say, pursuant to Section 1983 of XYZ, a law enforcement officer is going to be held accountable, because most of the time that doesn't matter. We can have laws in the book all day long, but the truth is judges have a lot of discretion and juries have a lot of discretion. So what we need is exactly what's happening on the ground right now. I teach law school, and you know what I'm making my students do? I'm making them make posters with images and words on them, because those images and words communicated a message to the people that created a movement. So what we have to do is approach this in a multifaceted way. I have to use every legal skill that I have to make every difference in the courtroom,
yes.
but I also have to be able to communicate with people in the street and to mobilize the people to take action when the government doesn't do right, and to bring media attention, and to try to start upholding some of these international human rights that have been put in place by various treaties, and bring international pressure on nations when they are not respecting the rights of their citizens.
Mm-hmm.
So to change, make these changes, is a very holistic approach. But I am hopeful, because most people, because I worked so closely with the Trayvon Martin case, because I was there from day one, because my students that I was teaching at the time actually started the movement and coined the phrase, I am Trayvon Martin. I know that movement, it was partially grassroots, but a lot of that came from within. It came from the attorneys pushing. It came from me teaching my students how to, do certain things. But what happened is that laid a framework for grassroots work moving forward. So what I've seen in Ferguson, and from what I've seen in Mario Dean, yes, the attorneys are pushing, but it's coming much more from the people than it is the legal teams this time.
All right. So the Trayvon Martin movement, I am Trayvon Martin. Where's that movement today?
That movement, to me, it's beyond I am Trayvon Martin. So what I'm working on now is the I am the change movement.
Okay.
So
I am Trayvon
really
Martin is not there again.
I am Trayvon Martin. We still do work through the Trayvon Martin Foundation.
Okay.
But it's bigger than any one individual.
Okay. So what is the Trayvon Martin Foundation doing now for Mr. Brown, who was shot by police again, the police in Missouri? How that work, how that connect itself?
The family has been there, I don't even know how many days, but almost every day since this has happened with his family, helping them lead the new movement. We have Attorney Benjamin Crump on it, who was one of the other attorneys that represented the family of Trayvon Martin with me. So they have the same legal team in place. Trayvon Martin's parents have been up there. We're bringing the knowledge from, the media, the press contacts, and everything's happening so much more quickly this time.
Yes,
by the time the international community found out about Trayvon, it was probably a month and a half later.
Yes.
This time it was 2 days.
Yes.
So, we're getting stronger. We're getting better at what we do, and the people are getting stronger.
Well, I am really interested. Because we take a stand here, at least I take a stand here on this program, that I will not stop and make this a 9-day thing. In Jamaica we have a thing where we say 9 days. You create a lot of craziness in 9 days, and then 9 days after something else happens, and then you forget the 9-day thing that you was talking about, and then 9 days after you forget the other thing that was happening before the thing that you started out with, and it just keep going on like a domino effect, and nothing is happening because you don't solve one thing. And the only way to solve one thing is to examine the system that keep creating this monster.
Exactly.
Yes, and I am glad that you, from so far, take it up on your head to come take part in this. But we don't want it to be now another issue where, we have lawyers that is going into the court to defend this man, and then you come out and say, the law, we can't do nothing about it because the law says. The law is not for justice. There was a man who was shot on video in Jamaica. 2 shots going at him and him dead on the ground. And I was talking to the DPP in Jamaica, and she says, look here, the law says that if no one come forth to tell you that this tape was done by such and such a person, it cannot be accepted in the court. That is the law. Yet, the whole world, including the people them there, see when the police shot the man on the ground twice and kill him. But we can't do nothing about it because the law says that there's no justice there. And it keep happening. It keep happening continuously. And I always say, we're not giving up with the courts, We just say, what do we do, recognizing that the law is for the system, and most of the time, the people does not get justice. Because that is what we're searching for now. There's no peace until there's equal rights and justice. And that is what we're talking about. So I'm really giving thanks that you're coming, and we know you will make a difference because you have already made a difference. I must say, you have already made a difference. I will give thanks for that,
Well, I give thanks for you. I'm a big fan of the work that you do. So thank you for having me on your show today, and hopefully you and I can do some work together.
And maybe you'll have to defend me. Because
maybe you'll have to defend me.
No, you may go into that court with Miguel, and then when we hear from the show, nobody is found guilty for the cruel atrocity that was placed on the youth. And then Mutabaruka have to go and take the next step for justice. And then you have to go defend me. So we are telling you that from now. So I'm glad that you're a fan. I'm glad that you're a fan. Okay. Give thanks, Jasmine Run.
Blessings.
All right. Yes, that was Jasmine Run, who represented the family of Trayvon Martin. She will be representing Mario Dean alongside my brother Miguel Lan for this murder that took place in Montego Bay against a youth, Mario Dean. Step in, razor, click it. Elder people, when I like listen to nowadays music, but it's really a travesty if so much music I make and you hear youth a sing and you can't spend some time and listen to what them I say. Because some people can't hear is the derogative things where most youth say on the radio or record. But guess what? You have youth who sing some things, and we are telling the truth now. You see that next tune where we are playing? I want you listen to what the brethren I say. Listen to what the brethren I say. Believe you me. Just listen. What does it take to make a gunman switch? Tell you, ask the question, what does it take to make a gunman switch? Because most gunmen out there poor. How the man them out sing all them songs and people now listen? Eh? When a gunman pray, when pray for? We can't tell you the music, because the music here are gospel. A gospel music them here. We are told that when Marcus Garvey leave Jamaica, the reporters asked him about Jamaica. And the last words Marcus Garvey said, and the music here is specially selected. Yes.
Peace and no justice will always lead to destruction.
Mario Dean, so many before him, we need to say how the justice of the people them must be intertwined in the people them psyche, including the police, because the police is also the people. It's not no different people, just that one in a uniform. But it's weird, man. You have gunman, police, and dopey. Right now, you walk on the road late at night, you pray that you see a dopey. Because you don't really want to see no gunman and you don't want to see no police, But you have more chance with the dopey. Right now, you can't reason with the dopey. You understand? You can't reason with the police. Okay. Click it. And we are talking about dopey, believe you me. Dopey are one good thing nowadays. Yes. Dopey, when you walk on the road now and say dopey, man, you feel good, man. Because maybe all your relatives were dead for a long time. Yeah, hey. I tell you, one day we are driving a car, I come from a country, Yeah, my lady in the car was bad, And apparently, me never ever know say the light did out. When the front light did out. Police stop me, man. I see the man come out and can crank up him gun, Me have to say, oi, watch it, watch it, because believe you me. You see them youth there, with them gun there, it's like any youth with any gun, Them paranoid like crazy, man. Paranoid, When them have and see gun have a kind of power, It's like a rapist. A gunman is like a rapist, It's like him have power over the woman. So if a man have a gun, him feel like him have power. Him feel say nothing can happen to him. And if you do him as the things that happen to other gunman, It's like a man that drive bad on the road, Him feel say him can't crash, And you know, say even make a mistake and make a man crash in a him. And it's a kind of effect where keep going on and on and on and on and on. Man a drive on the road, him can't crash. Him overtake a streamer car, him can't come back over on the left lane, car come at the front, boof him dead. Gunman a run, him shoot one man over there, so a next man come and shoot him, and as the virgin say, what a gunman pray about when he pray to God. Because you have some man, you run from police, with him gun, and him kill 2 men, and him run from him, and him get to him, so boy, God make me get up for the boy, them, Imagine a gunman will just murder 2 men, I run on the kind of say, God make him escape from the police, them. I understand that level there, I understand when a DJ I get a award, And him say the nicest thing in our music, them. I want him to participate. Him say, first, I want to thank God. I say, really? With all of them nasty songs that we use, say, yeah, thank God? It's a terrible thing. Okay, we're there. So, we have fun the line, We're going to talk about this little thing, because this is I said, we're not charter excitement in Jamaica, We're not charter excitement, because every week is an excitement. Every week. There is a man, there's a group. We're not talking about it. We could talk to this brethren. We want to talk to Dr. Byron Wilson. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Byron Wilson, the conservation ecologist and lecturer at the conservation biology of the University of the West Indies. A long thing that.
Not so long.
Not so long. You have more?
No.
All right. Okay. The Goat Island thing seemed to not going to let us go for a long while, because every day we get up, we hear something else. Recently, we hear of a group of people going over Goat Island, and I am told, I never hear him, but I am told that him go over there and say, no life farm upon the island, but just 2 ants, and see them kill them. Is that true?
Well, it certainly is probably true, because I was on that trip as well.
When you say it's probably true, what do you mean?
What's probably true is they might only have seen 2 black ants. And if you were to take people in the middle of the heat of the day, to the most degraded part of that island.
Okay.
In fact, if you took people at that in the middle of the heat of the day, to the most degraded part of that island.
Okay.
In fact, if you took people at that time of day to a degraded part, even of, kind of Hellshire, you wouldn't see anything, because animals are smarter than people. They're sitting in the shade.
Them gone at some oil or something.
Exactly. And Great Goat Island, there's some beautiful parts. There's some really nice forests left, surprisingly so. But those are hard to get to, which is why there's still trees left, right? And the trip I went on, as soon as I saw the directions, wear comfortable shoes, it was obvious where we would be going, which is about the only place you can easily land a lot of people on the island. And not surprisingly, it's the most degraded part of the island.
Okay, so that's where the group went, the most degraded part.
Yeah, that's the only part I went. I mean, unless another group split off and hiked up to the top of the island, but judging by the looks of the crew, I sort of doubt it.
Yeah, so who are these, apart from you, who are these people that went there? What did they go there for?
Well, it was organized. I was invited by a colleague at UWI, who had been invited. But it was organized by the Jamaica Chamber of Commerce and I guess the logistics hub people. I'm sorry. Well, it's almost synonymous. The Caribbean Maritime Institute.
Okay.
And their people are part of, pushing the logistics hub.
Okay, the Maritime Institute.
Right.
Yes.
And they provided buses and some nice lunch and everything, and
Was a picnic? Are supposed to go have a picnic?
Well, the picnic was not on the island. The picnic was later.
Yes.
But basically, this same group had done a tour to Little Goat Island.
Yes.
And people had either complained or brought up that, hey, you only went to Little Goat Island, which everyone knows was highly degraded during the U.S. military occupation in the 1940s. Why don't you take people to Great Goat Island? So this was kind of to go to Great Goat Island. But what was horrifying to me was listening to the comments. I mean, one of the people from the private sector heard one of the fishermen saying that there were no iguanas on the island. And he thought this was incredible, novel, important information. And this person, should be on TV because it means these islands aren't important.
Yes.
Well, everyone knows there's no iguanas on the island. And there haven't been for about half a century. There are other things there, including a nice forest, but what people don't realize is the value of those islands is that they could be restored or rehabilitated and become a protected reserve for a whole suite of Jamaican species that occur nowhere else in the world that otherwise appear to be kind of on the lonely trail toward extinction.
And some of them is indigenous, though.
Well, indigenous means that they're native to the island.
That's what I'm saying. You don't
exactly, but endemic means not only are they native to the island, but they occur nowhere else in the world.
Yes.
In things like the Jamaican iguana, the Jamaican boa, the Jamaican coney, the blue-tailed golliwos, the Jamaican skink, Parker's poly lizard. The list goes on. And there are a lot of things that used to occur in the Allegheny Plains, all over the South Coast. And at this point, there's really not much space left for them, and that's why they're hanging out in the Portland Bight Protected Area, which is also being ravaged by charcoal burning and other threats every day. And the Goat Islands have long been viewed by the international conservation community, by local experts, by everyone who's thought about it from a conservation perspective. They are the only hope, perhaps, to save the Jamaican iguana from going extinct. Why? Because you could get rid of mongoose and cats on those little islands and have a protected reserve. Whereas on the mainland of Jamaica, where they live in Hellshire, we basically have to remove mongoose and cats on a daily basis. We're just hanging on, just keeping them from going extinct. The Goat Islands was the big hope. And given that you could introduce a whole bunch of things endemic to Jamaica to the Goat Islands, it would end up being the biggest conservation project ever achieved in the Caribbean. And that's why all these international people have money. But they don't have as much money, unfortunately, as the people who want to develop it for other uses.
So let me ask you a question. The person who said this, what was the response to that comment?
The person who said what?
Who said about the ants, that there's only 2 ants there and him kill them?
Well, I wasn't there when that comment was made. Because
But you heard about the comment, though. You heard about the comment.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say? It shows a lack of... This gets to a philosophical issue. There are people, I am certainly among them, that views the different species on our planet as having some right to exist.
Of course.
And it is not really right to knowingly drive something extinct. There is another camp that obviously just thinks, so what? It's a little lizard, it's an ant, it simply doesn't matter. And you really can't... It's very difficult to argue with those people because they're coming from a different kind of philosophy.
Thinking, yes.
But fortunately, there are a lot of international conventions, many of which Jamaica has signed on to, that actually come from the perspective that government should protect the native species and habitats and ecosystems in their country.
So is this thing in the courts? I mean, is the environmentalists and the government in court about saving Goat Island from further destruction by
that's
these
a very good question, and I would direct both you and your listeners to JET's website. That's the Jamaica Environmental Trust.
Okay. Well, we tried to get my Miss McCarthy, but she's half Diana, I think. She's half
Diana McCauley's group.
Yeah, she's half Diana.
Big up to them. They have a whole site dedicated to the Goat Islands. They have filed, I think, multiple Freedom of Information Act requests to see the agreement that was signed between the government of Jamaica and the foreign investors, and obviously has not seen anything. And there is going to be a court hearing, I believe, in October. This would be on their website, challenging the government's decision, as I understand it, to simply say, hey, there's some issues that are too important to national security, and we're not going to give the information out.
Yeah, that's what they keep saying.
Exactly.
That's what they keep saying.
Yes, there's some legal issues
wranglings,
going, and that's through JET and their legal arm.
All right. Considering that you are a person who is defending the rights of other species of animals, what do you think on having a season for shooting birds? Just randomly shooting birds. What do you think about that?
Well, that is a really, really hard question to answer.
Why is it hard?
It's hard because I'm ambivalent. And the reason I'm ambivalent
Yes.
is in Jamaica.
Yes.
Some of the bird shooting clubs
Yes.
are the only organizations that have actively protected any forest on the island.
So they protect the forest but kill the birds.
Correct.
Well, why it's so oblivious for
I'm
something?
ambivalent because I kind of like little birds.
Well, I know I like little birds. That's
And
what I'm
I've
saying.
seen shooters in action, and I'm sure that some are responsible.
Responsible
But
for killing the birds?
Well, responsible for at least not killing birds they're not supposed to be shooting.
But Mr. Wilson, look here. That is like the Jamaica Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals saying they're having a barbecue.
Well, it depends what they're barbecuing.
Well, what people barbecue?
No, I mean,
animals
I'm
they
ambivalent
barbecue.
because they have saved habitat, and if it was not for some bird shooting clubs, there would be no habitat.
No, but I'm
only
not
for
talking about the
but
bird
for other
shooting
things. Personally,
Yeah.
I find it abhorrent.
Yeah, but that's why I'm asking you. What do you
personally
think of it?
think getting entertainment
Yes.
out of blasting a 10-ounce bird with a 12-gauge shotgun,
Yes.
it's repugnant. to
That's
me
what I'm
personally.
asking you. That's what I'm asking you. So you don't have to say.
But I mean, that's ambivalent, right? I support them because they have clubs that have forests, and there are no forests anyplace else, and the government's not protecting any forests. On the other hand, yeah, I don't really think much of bird shooting. What I would like would be to see the bird shooters use their efforts to actually help conservation, and they could do that by hunting non-native, so-called invasive alien species that are damaging the environment both from an agricultural standpoint and a biodiversity standpoint.
Yes.
So shoot mongoose, shoot puss that are out in the bush, shoot pigs, wild pigs, that is, because they're damaging the island. They've been brought by people. They don't belong. The animals that evolved in Jamaica over thousands, millions of years can't really deal with them, and that's why a lot of things are endangered, is because of these invasives.
Yes.
And unlike shooting a 10-ounce bird,
I mean, like it's
maybe
rats.
hunting a pig is actually legitimate sport.
You mean like rats? Like you kill rats because they are destroying something in
Well,
the
no,
house?
rats are horrible everywhere.
No, I know, but I was saying, like, well, you're liking the rats to the pig them.
Right.
Shoot the pig because I'm destroying the environment. Shoot the rat because I'm yamming off your food in the house.
Yeah, and the rats damage the environment too, because when they get out in the bush, they eat flowers and seeds and make it hard on native plants.
Well, I am not in favor of bird shooting season. I personally is not in favor of bird shooting season. I don't think you should have a bird shooting season. I think this is just almost like rich people most of the times trying to get off with them gun, and the only way to get off with them gun is to go out there and wait for this time of the year to kill birds.
No, I totally agree with you.
Okay.
That is how I feel about it.
Yes.
But it's just like I feel the same way about some bird hunting in the United States. They have a group, Duck Hunters Unlimited.
Yes.
And maybe they're just a bunch of yahoos that go out there and drink Budweiser and blast everything that flies by. But they have saved more wetland habitat, probably than
By
all
killing
the
the birds.
conservation organizations put together.
By killing the birds.
By donating money so they can kill the birds. Quite honestly, if they were more happier to go out with binoculars and just look, identify, count, and appreciate the birds, I think that would be better.
Okay. I don't agree with you. But that's how it goes. Anyway, give thanks, Mr. Wilson, and we hope that you continue recognizing the importance of, lobbying for the conservation and the protection of the island, especially Goat Island, considering that they have already sold it to the Chinese.
Well, and the last point is that obviously there's been quite an impressive propaganda machinery operating here, and part of that has been to focus everyone's attention on these two tiny little islands no one had ever heard of before this that appear to be just a little bit of bush. And who cares if they're lost? But if you look at whatever has so far been made available by the government in terms of the plans, we're not talking about two tiny little islands. We're talking about big stuff like coal-fired electricity generating plants, all kind of stuff on mainland Hellshire. So what I see is really the destruction of the entire area.
Well, that is what is going to happen.
Let's not just talk about Goat Islands. Let's press the government to tell us exactly what the plan is. Because from what I understand, from what I have heard, the plans are pretty big, and it's going to wreck the whole area.
We'll be having little boats of Chinese family up and down Elshire Beach in their house on the water. That's what's going to happen. Like China. You know, that's what we're going. You're going to see families of Chinese on the sea, living on the sea in their boats. That is what is happening. Anyway,
I think it's an environmental Armageddon. It's terrible.
Environmental Armageddon. Okay, Mr.
All right. Hey, thanks for the opportunity to talk, and thank you for your interest and support of the environment.
Definitely,
more folks like you.
Definitely.
The environment's hurting.
Of course.
All right, you
and
take
when
care.
we hurt the environment, we hurt ourselves. Obviously.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Give thanks.
You take care, man.
Yeah. This is the Stepping Razor. Click it.
Maxi Jekyll and all other operators, please be reminded of the meeting today at the Ocherius High School starting at 6 p.m. This to discuss critical issues affecting us and the way forward.
Yeah, this is the Stepping Razor. You know, the statement a while ago about men who support one thing but do another thing. The reason why I don't agree with it is because we have seen where big men with money is giving green light to do wrongs because they support worthy causes. We see that in our Jamaican society, where because big man support that cause over there, we close our eyes to the problems we might create over there. So when Mr. Wilson talk about gun clubs helping forest areas, with them money, them help the forest areas, but then them turn around and kill off the bird them. And the bird them is not like rats. The bird them is not like the hogs, the wild hogs them that him talk about. And we see that is only in Western civilization that these atrocities take place. Because in indigenous cultures, people don't kill animals for sport. There is no indigenous culture that I know of. We're talking about the Native Americans, we talk about the Aboriginal people in Australia, and we talk about certain cultures that we call primitive in Africa. People kill animals for food or for clothes. You don't just go sportingly kill animals. And that was one of the things that the Native Americans could not understand. Because when the Native American killed the buffalo was killed because they wanted to use the buffalo as clothes or for food. And they even have prayers that is offered up for the life of the buffalo. When the white man come, him kill buffalo for sport and cut off the buffalo head and put it up in him living room. And is that him do when him go to Africa too? So he takes these animals and carry them back and put them in his living room and show off to him friend him say, when I was in Tanzania, we killed this and them make a sport and laugh at it. So we continue that craziness where we kill for sport. In South of America, Mississippi and these places, them used to kill black people same way. This is not no joke business. Because them never recognize black people as human beings. So they have sport, just like how them would send an animal and take a horse and run down animals in the forest and kill them. They would use black people, black men, as sport, where them let go the black man in a forest and say, you can get your freedom if you escape, knowing that the black man will never escape. And it is a sport that they bet one who is going to get this black man, running him down in the forest them. We're talking about in America, just the other day too, we're not talking about no 200-300 years ago, just the other day, them used to do that. If them now still do it. For sport. And we say, I am totally in disagreement with anything called bird season. Because it's some middle class, uptown, most of them don't have nothing to do more than go to work and wait for bird season or car racing, for go have a total masturbation about how much bird them kill. And them not eating the bird, them, most of them. It's wild sport. It's human beings at them lowest. And because they can support a worthy cause, we allow it. And we don't say it is not good for the human intent to perpetuate wild killings. That is why we still like that. It is not good for human intent to support wild killings, just kill for sport. It is happening for hundreds of years in the Western world, and we continue it. And then we justify it because we don't see things that is wrong. We don't see it as wrong anymore because we have been brought up in a society, especially the Western society, to evade these things that is almost where we say, oh, but that ain't nothing. Of course, it ain't nothing. When a man feel vexed, and him just decide him to go up on a ramp and killing spree, I'm going to rob a place. Most men who rob a place, I think him do nothing wrong, you know. Because him say, boy, I'm going to eat a food. And him hungry. So him rob you for support for himself and for him family. Rob you. Because you know, him a take where him get from you and carry to somebody who need it, you know. And that is what I talk about. These people who Mr. Wilson talk about supporting the forest them and this and that with their money, turn around and kill the bird them. It's the same thing. The same thing. Like the Jamaica Society for Prevention of Cruelty to the Animals having a barbecue. It's the same thing. This is the stepping razor, the art of war. Me know up on a phone call who want to give you my bridging from a longer time. Winston Boyne, otherwise known as Bo Peep. Brand new music. Bo Peep.
Back of my mind, I never like what was talking.
You never like what him was talking?
No. Okay. He want to tell you something, but him never coming out to the street unless his knee don't understand.
No, but him tell you, him say the police them a look for, it's not the ganja them go for look for, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's something, it look like him involved with something.
Yes.
And them go for look for it, but it look like it did get disposed of.
Yes.
So meanwhile, them a look for that and couldn't find that now. Them say spliff. Them say can't catch Kwaku, you catch him short, so them catch him for the herbs.
Okay. Did you get back to him after?
No, pertaining to her.
Because about that a law case, because
no, we're not ready for that. Yeah.
What I get the impression that it's like he never want to go there so right, you know.
Well, him say I go sue them. Him say I go sue them, you know.
As he approach a lawyer.
I don't know. I tell him say if he wants some help, must call me.
All right.
I tell him if he wants some help, check me.
Because that's the difference with here and America. Because in America, lawyer would line up to represent him.
Yeah, because I'm get way for the case.
Right. You
so,
know,
whether or not he was guilty of something else is not the point. You know, the point
exactly,
is that,
that's not what he was in court about.
Yes. Yeah,
and the way that they treat him, you know, and lock him up for long, take him from that station, that clearly means they were punishing him.
Infringement against him rights, and the magistrate tell him that. The magistrate
charge that.
Yeah, the magistrate say it's infringement against him rights. Yes.
Most country who just settle with him, get in touch with the lawyer and settle with him, and he don't go to court.
Yeah, them Jamaica
country, No, not with this type of AG where we have. Where up to now he doesn't believe that the government is responsible with all the man dying in custody. He believes that people are jumping the gun by saying the government is responsible.
Yeah, well,
you say what? Politics
I crazy them crazy, man.
Hold on. As before I go, I hear you was talking about the case where the policeman shot the two the two persons from the boat that was filming. I'm reading it for the last 3 days, in the paper overseas,
You mean the cop from the cop?
Yes. And this, I believe this was the last episode for one of the persons.
Oh, so you see it too? You see it, don't it?
Yes, no.
Then old people make it sound like when we get that story from.
Yeah, motor.
Yeah.
Me have a phone that we can click on,
pick up things.
And me get about 10 to 12 different newspaper where
and the same thing with my computer too. So that means, it don't have to come through Observer and the Gleaner to know about it.
When they come on your Observer and the Gleaner, it's 2-3 days after.
And you get it long time. Well, that's the same thing with me now, because I get the thing and I ask everybody and them say they don't hear nothing about that.
No, because look here, you see a lot of us, Muta, we don't look on the computer for news.
Yeah.
We go on the computer we send messages. Me not have my phone with the internet to send message.
Yeah,
I'm international news.
You look on.
Most of the time, my international newspaper, me depend. Me want to know what are going all over the world.
Yeah, all right, so we're going to move here now.
Take care, Moota.
Yeah, man. Step in.
Yeah, man. Heal, Moota.
Blessed man.
Yeah, man. I want to find out if the people in Thunbird, because me here talk something while someone know if the people in Thunbird.
The people them. Well, yeah, tell me what you think.
When the man when the policeman are going to shoot the people in that town now, you tell me the people in Thunbird.
In which town?
In a Kingston with the woman yesterday.
Oh, a shooting going on yesterday?
Yeah, man, in a Kingston one.
See, me not hear about that, I hear about one we go and clear over Farid. I hear about the one we go on there, so.
Yeah, man, the one in Kingston yesterday, jam out.
Should I get a lick for that? Brian, lick me for that. All right. Yeah, wait it out.
Yeah, man, when you go shoot the woman in Kingston, that means a bird picnic that.
What? Tell me about that incident there.
Well, they said the woman there run, one man a run, can grab cell phone and grab the cell phone.
Yeah.
The police shoot. And when they shoot the youth, it's like when they shoot after the youth and when they miss the youth of the woman they shooting at downtown Kingston. When I
ask Chima about them news and Rasta. Come in here about that thing there.
Yeah, and check Chima, man. She can tell about it, man. A straight thing, man.
Ask Samantha about that news. It coming out the paper.
Yeah, man. I call my phone. I have it, man. Every day I get an update from the Jamaica Observer.
Okay, all right. So we'll check it out. Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, all right. Blessed. Yes, well, yes. Step in. Yeah. Hello? Yes. Yes, step in.
Yes, Muta, where you man?
Well, I said step in.
Boy, I mean, some man listen to your program all the while.
Give thanks.
Respect a whole heap of your views and things, but trust me.
But, yes.
You lick against the bird shooting, man, them too much, man.
Why? Why you're bird shooter?
Yeah.
Why me don't know, say you're going to tell me something else. So why me lick against them too much?
But me not see the reason for that.
Why you feel me shall lick against the politician them more, don't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're a man, you eat your vegetable and them thing there.
No, don't tell me why.
I mean, not a problem with that.
No, me not no problem with vegetable come up in that.
Right, because you're a man have problem with the man them who shoot bird, but the man them who shoot bird now eat the bird them, you know.
A whole heap of man eat the bird them shoot.
No, but if some of them not dash them do, even if them not eat them, somebody else will eat them.
Wait now, man, a sport is a sport.
No, but me tell Muta, he's a man. Me know a whole heap of man who shoot bird.
Yes.
And the vast majority of them
eat the bird.
Eat the bird them.
Yes.
You understand?
All right, sir. If you
eat the bird. Just the other day, me and my youth go shoot bird, and as we done, we cook a pot and we cook some of the bird, and we sit down and we eat the bird them. You understand?
So it's not a sport then.
It's a sport, but just like how fishing is a sport, but after you kill the bird them, you can't throw them back. You know, you have to eat them. Some man fish. And them chew about the fish after them catch the fish.
Well, I will take it back. I will take back what I said then.
Right.
I'll take back what I said if...
But me can't tell you, I know most, a whole heap of the bird shooter them in the country.
Most bird shooter.
And most of them.
Eat the
when
bird.
When I say most, I mean more than 50% of them.
Eat the bird then?
Eat the birds.
Okay. I'll take back what I said then.
Right.
Yes.
So more I just stop liquor against the bird shooter.
No, well, listen to me, man. I take back what I say. What you want me to know?
All right, then, boss. No problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, respect.
Yes. Step in. Yeah. Yeah. All right. That car look like it disappeared from me. Okay, I take by the bird thing. The man say, them kill the bird them for eat them. I take by the bird thing. Even though I do agree with eating bird, but I take back the bird thing. It's not a sport. where man just a kill bird, one time because bird season. Okay, let's go. Yes, step in. Step in.
Yes, Mota.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Eh?
Hello.
Yes.
I try to get you for a longer time.
Well, you get me now, so make use of it. Yeah.
Right. We want to talk about one man here, sir. And this man, I tried to kill off 4 people, in a sense.
Who's this man?
Mr. King, down a Rio Hotel.
Oh, you mean kill off 4 people? Wait,
no, man, let me tell you now.
But wait, no, hold on there. You have to tell me what him doing, why you say.
Poor people can't go down on the beach. Poor people can't.
Why not kill that? Them not try to kill it then.
Yeah, man, then when you're dead, the hunger want me. You're dead, you go dead.
No, well, man. Wait, man. You have a beach down the way you're not allowed to go on. But by this hotel, man, don't allow you to go on the beach. That is what I say. Because you sell things. That is what I say.
Yep. Yes.
You sell things. Which one of the beach them you talk about?
The one over beside Rio there. There's a big beach there where people go there and sell and everything. Okay. And now people can't go back there.
Oh, because
he run off everybody because him say him not like mommy be people.
Him not like mommy be people?
And him can't wrong. Him say him can't wrong, you know.
Because of him beach?
Right. A him hotel. I stand to him.
Yeah, but...
The man saying like black people. They don't want more than that. And he say no want mommy be people. And beach.
You hear him say no like black people?
Yes, man. We clean out one little beach, one little spot there where the man them car down and jet ski and all of that. The man say I go wire it off. Because no jet ski enough to come down there. And no jet ski enough to pass there, so. And and I'm far from the hotel. And they're so black off.
Alright, so who is your representative down in that area there?
What's your name again?
I don't even know.
No. Where my name again?
Why me don't know, don't ask me, I ask you.
Don't look a short man, I forgot saying name. What do you call that down a name again?
You don't know. Let me ask you a question.
Gilmore.
Let me ask you a question.
Gilmore.
What the group of you going to do about that now? Because you're calling the radio program now. You're highlighting it. So what are you going to do?
Don't talk it, Mr.
No, you mean half don't talk. You swap it don't talk because the people up on the line. Or you mean half don't talk?
The man say no like mommy.
No, you said that already. When I say what you're going to do, so what you're going to do about it? You said that already. What you're going to do about it?
I say him can't wrong because
Mama, you don't say them things already. You said that already. What you're going to do about it?
Sister, so Peter Bunty's sister, so him can't wrong. Him can't do anything when he ready to draw a gun.
Lady. Listen to me, I say. You telling me where the man say, where the man do, where the man do. What you going to do about it? What the people them will stop going to do about it? That me ask.
All right, now we don't know if they you know because months now the man I do this to it.
Yes.
Months.
Well, you need to go to your representative in the area.
Them I give you one running around.
But you don't even know the name of the person. You say I give run around and you don't know the name of the person.
Oh, Gilmore.
Yeah, you just find out that.
Gilmore, man.
You know Mr. Gilmore. So where Mr. Gilmore say? Where you go to Mr. Gilmore?
He must talk different story.
Where him say?
He must say this, I don't even know where he must talk.
No. You see, you make me lose confidence in the way you say, you know.
He must say, don't let so happy Shirley and King buy out down there.
That's how Mr. Gilmore say.
So we have to go fishery to get down at the beach where we clean out and one bag of thing because of the Shirley land. Yeah. And this land is given to Steertown people for many, many years. We're then clean out now. To beach.
So who have title for down there, sir?
Shirley have it, you know, sir.
Who is Shirley?
One man we have 2 houses down there, but the house them are rotten down now.
So where Mr. Shirley there? Where him there?
Him live at town. I don't even know him.
Then if you find him then, if you find him have the title, if you find him.
That's where I try to do now.
By doing what? Alright, we'll call upon anybody who know Mr. Shirley, what name? What Shirley name?
I just know him as Shirley.
You just know him as Shirley? Alright, we'll call upon anyone who knows them have a title when name Mr. Shirley.
You can't turn your clean up. Yes.
Now make an appeal for you.
Yeah.
All right. May I say we have a beach problem here so with people. The area, what the area name?
Mama Bay.
All right. We have a problem with Mama Bay, and the only way it can be solved is if you show some title, because you claim that somebody have the title for which part of the day, right?
Yeah.
You know, so them have the title, surely.
I don't sure that
Yeah,
I know where King say.
Oh, who name King?
The man down a real.
The man down a real who stop on from go down and say Mr. Shirley have the title?
Yes, cause him behave like him a god down there.
So the man down the man who say behave like God down there, oh him now stop on and him not have the title?
No.
Eh?
I don't know if him have it.
No, you're confused, my mama. You just tell me Mr. Shirley have the title. No, you tell me say you don't know if Mr. King down there so have the title.
I know King have you out of Shirley.
Who stop you from go up on the beach?
King.
Mr. King own the beach?
No.
Who own the beach? Who own this all?
He say, and him and King.
Him who and King own the beach?
Shirley.
Oh gosh, man. My brain's not function properly. Where Mr. Shirley there?
Him live in Kingston.
Mr. Shirley tell you say him and King own the beach?
Yeah.
So Mr. Shirley have the title for the beach.
And he don't want to see Mama Bay people on the beach.
Yeah, so Mr. Shirley have the title with
That's
Mr.
right.
King for the beach.
Mm-hmm.
You know that?
Yes.
Then none of him beach then?
Why, I don't know what I want.
Oh, you mean no? If the man has the title for the something, and they show Mr. Shirley and Mr. King say them have the title for
yes,
it.
I'm brown hearted.
You should have made them come up with the title for sure, no? That him really have a title. Because if him really have a title, you don't have no talk about it. Because you said the beach was given to Steertown people. Who give them the beach?
I don't know.
Who give Steertown? Then you just have said the people them get the beach from somebody at Steertown.
Him say him and Shirley buy it out.
From who?
From the government.
Yeah, so them have title from the government for the beach.
So me understand.
Okay, you understand it, but you don't know.
Right.
Well, you should have demand that them show the title.
But we not see Shirley at all.
But you just tell me, say Shirley tell you, say him and Mr. King on the beach.
No, King said that.
King say she and Shirley. You confuse me. You have too much things that go on in the background. Anyway, how to rectify this now? You need to go to the representative, make them prove who have rights to the beach.
All right.
Yeah, you need to go deal with that. All right, Mama, give thanks. Wow, yes. All right. Step in. Yeah. All right. We're not getting no answer call from this one. Go over this one. Step in. Yeah.
Yes, blessed motor.
Yeah, man, give thanks.
Natural. I want to see if I can add my voice to the tragedy in Montego Bay of Marriott Dean, you know?
Okay.
Montego Bay have a place, and even though we're up in the Elshire now still, maybe have a place, and boy, I feel it, you know?
Yeah.
So, I want if you can give me a minute or so, I can just spit a few lines of a poem.
A minute?
Well, not what me say, but I'm going to cut it short. The name, it really dread. It really dread. The one split tail, them lock him in a jail. Later denied bail. Beaten so badly, till him end up dead. It dread. What a gruesome, unforgettable scene when they took the life of poor Mario Dean. With no one to show mercy, not a shoulder to lean, then wipe him out clean. Hungry cry of protesters has sparked a national debate. Police point the finger of blame to others just to save face. Now you see why the boy didn't blow me no rate, because you're not even safe in the custody of the state. It dread. While the world is making millions from cannabis, man in Jamaica dead for this. Now see it ya, you never know it would have reached ya. This has attracted international media. The echoes of justice has caused ripple effect. But how can I forget the Constant Spring murder of Agana Barrett? What a thing when police severely battered Rodney King. And could it be a cardinal sin not to mention Zimmerman who killed the unharmed Trayvon Martin? Oh yes, let it seep through your soul, because if you're strong, mighty and bold, you can also be killed like Eric Gardner by a police chokehold. Justice is a governmental vehicle used to overrun the vulnerability of its people. Justice for one. Is it justice for all? It really dread.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
yeah, man. Give thanks, Virgin. Give thanks. Well said. Yes, step in.
Mr. Mutabaruka.
Yes, ma'am.
Good day, sir. How are you?
I am okay.
That's wonderful. Mr. Muta, I was just listening to you talking about the Mario Dean case.
Yes.
And you were saying that if he needed help, he could call you.
Mario Dean is getting a lot of help here now from foreign.
Yes. Well, I also have a very interesting story, and I need some help.
Police kill one of your relatives?
No, actually, it's me personally. Police didn't kill me, but years ago, something very awful happened to me at the hands of the American government. Very similar to what happened to Buju Banton.
Them lock you up for court?
No, thank God. No, when they tried that, thank God it didn't go very far, so they only ended up locking me up for marijuana.
Okay.
Oh, Lord, thank God for that.
Yeah. So what you want me to help you to do?
Okay, so for years now, I've been trying to mount this grassroots campaign because I want to sue them. And
you want to sue the government of America?
Why not?
No, I never say you can't do it. I say I'm asking if that you want to do.
No, that was just my reply. Why not? Might as well.
Yeah. So you wasn't found with no marijuana?
Nope. There was no. My charge was conspiracy to possess with the intent to distribute.
Okay.
So that was just basic conversation.
And not like that go so?
No, well, it went that way because they know they initiated it, and they're the American government, so they're going to know how to inveigle you into doing wrong things.
Well, let's say if you're not involved with it, you wouldn't be entrapped.
Well,
if your intention was not there, you wouldn't be entrapped with the intention with the entrapment.
Actually, if you've heard about this, let me see if I can look into my notes because I've been making notes. There is this book called The Rise of the Warrior Cop. And it's all about how Americans can create something there that wasn't there before.
Of course, they do it all the while.
The overzealousness.
Yeah, they do it all the while.
Okay, so I grew up in America, and I'm Jamaican, so if I wanted to sell marijuana, I didn't need America to come and trick me into getting involved in it. I could have done it myself. So, you know, Bush has been fighting them, and just on Monday, the Appellate Court of Georgia agreed to hear his appeal. Yeah. And it's kind of coincidental to me that it was Georgia that my case really occurred.
Okay.
And you know, by American standard, as soon as a precedent is set, it opens the door for other people to walk through.
Okay. So what you need for to be done now?
I'm not sure, Musa, because I've spoken to some organizations in America, and I have people who are willing to look into my case, because as soon as you look into my case, you see that it was all escapade by the American government. And I was a young person. I was 23. I have the right to have been naive.
And how old you are now?
Now I'm 42.
Yeah, so that is 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think the statute of limitation is gone now for you going to put a case against the government to sue them?
Oh, no, there's no statute of limitations on writing and injustice.
All right. So let me tell you something now. You see, your case and Mario Dean case is not the same thing. Your case and Mario Dean case is not the same thing, yes.
I agree with you, and I'm not saying it's the same thing in essence, but it's the same thing in the fact that an injustice is an injustice.
Yes. Okay, if you say so. So tell me what you want now. What you need to happen now. Tell me. What you need. I don't know.
I just think that the story should be out there the same way.
But the story is being out there now. The reason why Buju Banton's story is out there is because it come forward when it happened. You're coming forward 20 years after. Anyway, hold on. We have to take this cash pot thing. So we're going to take the cash pot. If you want hold, you can hold, but we're going to take the cash pot. Ready? Hello? She's not there. She's gone. So what I hang up to?
Yes, step in.
Cayenne pepper in a motor.
Yeah, blessed man.
Yeah, condolence go to Roger Clark, the MP from Savlamar.
Okay, yes. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and the family, you don't know.
Yes.
It's a weird feeling right now in the motor because we're having a lot of rain, back to school and everything in one. And Roger Clark is a man who help out with the back to school with some people who can afford to come back.
Yeah, well, most politicians do that still.
You know, motors like book, pencil, and certain things that man they make easy for certain people who can afford it. And I wonder if the program still going on, like how him pass off and, you know.
Well, I just know him pass off, but I don't know nothing about that yet. I mean, how we going to know about that?
So,
we don't know.
Because school is up in back next week, you know, motor. So
yeah, but when I say no, the man just dead. So you mean if you go start get pencil and book again, still before school?
I will up and pause, I will still run all them things.
I don't know,
the man is a good man in a motor.
Yeah, I never say I'm not good. I say I don't know. I don't know what will happen with that pen and paper and school book thing. I don't know. I can't tell you nothing about that. You have to go ask whosoever is the councillor for the area, ask them.
Daughter, you see, the Jolly Boys them.
Yeah.
And it's condolence again.
Yeah.
A big loss to mentor and music overall.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, performance like, they gotta go to rehab, tell them, no.
All right, nobody sing the whole line. Yeah, me know it.
They want to stop us from listening to Mota.
I mean, know the whole line, Bridget. It's your guy that's some showbiz now.
Mota, they want to stop us from listening to you, know.
Who want to stop you? Nobody don't want to stop you, man. You have your radio, you can plug it in your ears. Nobody don't stop you.
I don't be alone, Mota. A couple of people, well, they must say, start listening to Mota and Ray, but we say no. The youth, they must say no, because Mota here now.
Yeah.
They always stand up for things what not right and wrong, and you figure out and know, say, yo, pull up that.
Yeah.
I saw this figure and saw that figure.
Oh, yes.
Which certain man not talk like you.
All right, sir.
You see me, I say, Mota, so we're glad when I come forth with up on the program. And we say, we're proud of everything we are do. And Mota, one day, man.
What happened?
Big up Marcus Garvey.
Oh, one day, big up Marcus. Big up Garvey now.
Yeah, man. Every time we big him up, but we have to one day word will come true.
Yeah, well, some of them are come true, you know, still.
And black people know, say, boy, is struggling, and they never their place where they see before, so they're unusual to where they're in there.
Yeah.
But where they're in there, them have ability, performance, standard.
Yes. All right, so we have to move now, brethren. Give thanks to the comment, yeah? Okay, I'm like I have him on self. Give the next one, yeah? Yes, step in.
Greetings.
Blessed.
Rastafari.
Eyes is eye.
Muta, the program first night was very, very enlightening.
Oh, you mean over there, the outside broadcast?
Yeah.
Which aspect I? You mean with me and Ashby?
The
Moata Ashby.
Kemetic yoga.
Oh, Moata Ashby, yes.
Is there a group active in Jamaica with that program?
Yeah, well, I hear like him has said them come for deal with. Yes, you have some youth up there. Will you give out a number, you know? You never take the number?
No, I mean, in and out of sleep.
Eh?
But
you have a house name in and out of sleep?
No, man.
You have a house name sleep?
But we wake up and get certain part of it, it hold me.
Yes.
Because energetically, it connects.
Yes.
You have the number there at hand?
No, it's through the bridge. Them they are important to them. Would have to go figure that out now because we never take the number physically.
Okay.
But maybe tomorrow, can I go back up there tomorrow? Maybe they will up there and me get a number.
But it was really, really good.
Yeah, man. Give thanks, man.
Yeah.
Give thanks.
Bless.
Irie.
Good.
Yes. Step in. Yes, step in.
Yes, greetings, Mota.
Blessed man.
Yeah, man. You know, it's an observation we make practice, you know, in the the health field. When you get a prescription, you know, they have a habit at the pharmacy to take out, if they not give the whole backlog, them take out a portion of it and give you it in a brown paper bag or a brown envelope, and you don't have anything to read.
Okay.
Now, just...
You should have demand that.
Yeah, of course you should.
Yeah.
You know, just the other day, we have 2 guys from my community who died from committing suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, and the medication they were taking for depression, that is not the side effects of it, you know.
So where you do about that? Oh, you know, say that kill them.
Me not say that kill them.
But you want
to say that kill them.
Okay, so where should I investigate it then? You should have take any more tablet left?
You know, sir, I just we were talking to the mother of them, and you know, that was her feeling as well, but we never really go any further into checking that, you know.
Them have the prescription?
I could check, man, I could find out. I never do any deep investigation into that.
Well, may I tell you what to do now? If you feel, say, that might be the cause, you're going to take the prescription, and you're going to either go get some more of the tablet, or you're going to take the prescription to whosoever it is, whether a next doctor, and find out about it, and then do an autopsy on the body. Them do any autopsy on the body yet?
No.
Well,
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just never, if I talk to you, I'm never engaged.
Yeah, well, you have to wait for autopsy. When the autopsy come, then it will tell you what killed her, and then you will look at the tablet now and figure out what is in the tablet. If you feel there's a tablet, you'll find out what is in the tablet that might have done this, and then you can take it to the next level. But first, you have to wait for the autopsy to find out what is the cause of death. All right, Virgin?
But if somebody hang themselves, then the autopsy would show that it's probably neck break or suffocation or some of them dead.
Well, the autopsy will tell you what is the cause of death. That is what the autopsy will tell you, what is the cause of death. Yes, so you need to find out what's the cause of death.
All right.
It no means a trauma and tear rope when he can jump off, it's because him hang himself while I'm dead, you know. Maybe it's the idea of doing it, him get a heart attack, and it's good the heart attack kill him rather than...
Okay.
So a doctor can say, well, you know, him get a heart attack and then him neck broke.
Okay.
So
yeah.
The heart attack kill him. The heart attack kill him before him neck broke. Therefore, is the heart attack cause him for dead.
True.
Yeah, so you have to find out what is the reason, what is the cause of death, and then you take it from there, so.
All right.
Yeah, man, give thanks, Bridget. Yes, step in.
Hello?
Yes. Here was somebody argue down the road at the back of the yard. They take them must go on and come out the yard.
Hello? Lord Jesus.
Lord Jesus. Jesus down there too? Why it sound like a murder going down there? Watch out, it like off. EL. Yo. Are we going down the Rasta? Something going down there, though? No, this is a serious thing. Something going on there, Rasta. All right. Come here, a woman a ball out, and then me hear the woman shout out, and that was the end of that call. Okay. All right, step in.
Hello?
Yes, blessed.
Nathan?
Yes, ma'am.
Evening.
Good evening.
Yes, we have this issue I want to highlight. Them have this program that them call PATH.
Call what?
PATH. P-A-T-H.
P-A-T-H.
Yes.
Oh, PATH, yes.
Right. Now, my understanding is for poor people.
Yes.
Right? So, me go country and me see three little people in some little problem where, he never to me suit, so me by the permission of them place, me tell them come at town, because them really not suffer bad. Right? Because them never when I go to school more so, and all of them things. Now me come at town with them from December last year, and me I try to get a little help with them, because it kind of little
rough. Yeah, it's rough everywhere, yeah.
3 children, and 3 of them is going to school.
Yeah.
Right? So me go down there now and me they try to apply to get if I even the lunch with them at the time at school, because then the lunch at school too. The people them ask me if me have running water in my yard, flush toilet, TV and fridge. Them don't select me. So when me take a step now, them tell me say because me have all of them things in my yard.
Why what? Why you not going to get help?
Them don't select me?
Because them people say if you have all of these things, you can afford to go buy where you're supposed to. It's necessary.
Yeah.
So what you say about that now?
No, when they said that is stupid, it's no pure. You have one little fridge and one little TV in your house. And I mean, it's modern time now. What kind of?
But if it's modern time now, and you can't, if it's modern time, you should be able to afford to deal with the problem where you have now.
No, when it's a modern time, and what I'm saying is the pit toilet that we are talking about.
Yes.
Right? So it's like you have it in a dollar.
Pit toilet means, yeah, so you can't, so you have to know you need for help to get rid of the pit toilet.
No. I need to be help to help the children them get lunch at school. So it's a little easier on me.
But they must say you have TV and fridge and all them something there.
Yes, me have. No, they ask me, is not them tell me that it's somebody who went there and have the same problem.
So you say that the people must say if you have fridge and TV, you must can afford to buy lunch and picnic them.
Yes. To hold it come across to me because them not even say boy make them help me with one of them.
What happened for the father there?
Me don't know.
You don't say it just so. You don't say it like, me don't know. You don't
no, but it's the truth, and that's why I end up with them, you know.
Yeah, the father run down.
It's like them did left on their own, and then the government they never come in contact them, and you know, me never want that.
Yeah, I know you can't afford to help them. And you can't afford to help them neither.
Well, I'm doing my best.
Yeah, but you have a TV and a fridge, and the government I tell you, say, boy, if you have TV and fridge, you must can afford to give them lunch money.
Well, but there's a lot of people who have that and still can afford to send them children to go school. Don't
you? But I don't know what to tell you now. I don't know what to tell you. I tell you the honest truth, I don't know what to tell you. You pay a light bill?
Yes, I pay a light bill.
Okay.
That's use light.
Yeah.
And as I said, this modern time now, this thing about pit toilet and them things and a town me live. I mean,
yeah, well, pit toilet shouldn't about still.
Then that may say modern time, so when you ask me if me have pit toilet and me have flush toilet. And it's like it's the person who have those things, no have no TV, no have no fridge, have a pit toilet. What they are saying is that the people that them are help.
And them need to get help.
Yeah.
So, all right, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
All right, I understand what you say, but look upon it that way, you know. If a person have a pit toilet, them can't afford a TV, them not have no light in them house, and them have two picnic for go to school. And you not have pit toilet. You have flush toilet where run water, which means you have to pay water rate. You have television and fridge, which you have to pay light bill and thing, and you have television and fridge. Who you think should I get the help quicker? Tell me.
The person when I have no TV and no fridge and I have pit toilet.
You think them should I get the help first?
Yes.
All right. So we're wrong with what them tell you now. What they ask you. Because them ask you for ascertain say them would prefer every person who can't afford a fridge, who can't afford a TV, and have pit toilet, and can't afford light bill and water rate. They would prefer help that person there. Because them feel say in a for them eyesight that person is in more need than you. Maybe not enough, but me just say that.
Yes.
So it's a logic them I use. It's a logic them I use, you know.
Yes.
Yes. But you want to say that logic don't make no sense to you because you still can't afford it even though you have flush toilet and you have television.
Yeah, and then the flush toilet and the television and the fridge no must belong to me. I could live a family place where me I use them things.
So that is what is happening? Yeah, you live a family place where them I use it?
No.
Oh, there's no way I bring that up for them.
But look here, what I'm saying, Mota.
Yeah, try to get around the whole thing now if you say you need the help, so them should not ask them question there. But there must be a criteria set for help people. And maybe one of the criteria them are set is that if a man have a pit toilet or a woman have a pit toilet, not have no television, not have no fridge, she really in some serious need. Because this is modern time now. So if you do have these things, modern facilities, you may be in some serious needs. While the person who can flush the toilet.
You can in that position that you have some serious need,
No, me not say no, but it's a logic them I look for, It's that, it's a logic. It may not sound sensible.
Let me understand it's a logic, but when it comes to the me see say once at the poor thing and you have your children who go them can't help. No matter if you're exposed or ever have pick toilet or whatever.
No man, it must matter, man. You can't say it no matter, man. It matter, man.
I don't mean me I look no help, huh?
Yeah, but when I say it must matter, it must matter. It must matter. It matter, man. It matter. And suppose, if me go down there now, it no means that you may have a big car and it's not me can help carry pick the go to school. But you're going to say, go there, you have big car, can help pick the go to school.
But me know people will have car and house and they get benefit from them. They have
that's how the corruption come in now. That's how the corruption come in.
Me know people right now will have car and they
and I get benefit.
And their money are going at the bank.
Well, that's the corruption now. That's another talk. That's another argument now. The corruption is the next argument. Anyway, I don't know if I tell you again, but
no, me not expect.
You just want to highlight it. Right. You are highlighted, you are highlighted.
I'm sure that I know me alone face this problem.
Yeah, no, I know you alone.
And I'm trying my best with them, and
well, don't give up. Don't give up.
I'm not.
All right, give thanks,
man.
Yeah. And as we talk about pig ties and all them things, me hear say if you take water. If you take water from river and stream without lights, you can get arrested. Really, I never hear not like that yet, but it looks like it's true. If you take water from rivers and streams without lights, you can lead to prosecution. Then all the time when they have the drought, and people live near river, and them not have no water in their yard because drought. Them water lock off on them something. You tell me say you have to have a license. How where them people get them things from? You have a license. You have to have a license. Go down at the river. Get your bucket. And draw water. If you can't go up at your yard. If you go bathe and all them something there. Because them tell you say, conserve for water in your yard. And then lock off your water in your yard. You tell me that you have to get a license. If you go down at the river, go get water. Me never know that. It's a true thing. Me never know say somebody police can arrest you if you take water from the river. why you live how you learn, Rasta? Believe you me, you live how you learn. If police catch you all the while, police people take water from there's nowhere where you go and people don't take water from river. You tell me, say, in a Jamaica, land of food and water. But I don't understand them law thing there, You tell me, say, if you go down the stream, go down the river, go take water, which me used to do that a country. Me never have no pipe on me yard. A juke bamboo in a stone where the water goes out and take the water. Or when you go wash clothes, you draw the water from the stream and go wash the clothes there. You tell me, say, you can be arrested for that? Almost Jamaican people didn't know that. Jamaican people will live a country and near a river. Did you know that you can be arrested for taking water out of the river? I did. No, Rasta. We don't know how we live. We don't know. We're blind to these things. Brian, some can go so? That you can get arrested if you take water out of the river and carry go your yard. But nobody never get locked up for that yet. Right now, Mr. Man, I take pump and I put it in the river and I draw water and I wash car. But me never know so the water so sacred. I wonder if you're baptized in the same water, if you're going to heaven immediately. See, man, that some can go so.
That's what them says.
If you take water from the river without a license, you can be prosecuted.
That's what the government is saying now.
So, you know what that means? I bring up something now for getting some money out of poor people again, you know. When you see that start come up now, because I dig deep, you know. Just like how them put lights in pan push cart, you know. It's dig deep. You say, make us see how we can get some more money off of these people. You know, so there's a law that says if you take out water out of the river, you can be prosecuted. We're going to instill that law now. You think them people are easy? Me never know that from a ban. Me never hear that from a ban. Me never hear that yet. Me never hear that. But them bring it up because them want to find different loopholes and manipulate the system for poor people. You know, some go focus about it. Hey, all you had for that red boat there. All you had for that red boat there, the rasta, because it's about it. We go focus a while ago, you know. No, it's sure them are sure, you know, say, I lose, you know. Them can't, them don't know what to do, you know. So they have to find some simple little things to come show we say, look, you know. You say, anyhow you pass a river and you go take out the water out of that river there. Me can, if you don't have no license, because I will come now and say, show me a license, we take out the water. And poor people do that, you know. Poor people must go, a tax office, you must go for the license. How much water can you draw? That me I try to figure out, no. Because take water there, so no. Can somebody please tell me how much you have to pay for the license to get water from the river? Because I don't understand these craziness. I don't understand it. Click it.
This to discuss critical issues affecting us and the way forward.
All right, I want to put some perspective to this drawing water. Because I don't want to believe that they are so draconian in their law. So a sister just called me a while ago and talking about black factories. Black factories that use water from the river to make these blocks. They have to have a license to draw the water to make the blocks. So I am saying, to give them the benefit of the doubt, I don't think anyone would be in his right mind, which I don't know when these people is in them right mind, but I don't think they want to be in them right mind. If you see some people that draw water from the river, because them do have no water in them yard, and say, I ask them for them license. I don't think we don't reach that stage yet. So I am just giving them the benefit of the doubt that them don't reach that stage yet. So I am pushing it to people who draw water for commercial use. Even though it don't say for commercial use. It just say here, abstracting water from rivers and streams without license can lead to prosecution. But I am seeing that maybe there's a part A and B and C and D to this thing, where it is referring to people who extract the water for commercial benefits, commercial use. That is what I am saying about this law, because I don't want to carry my brains go there so about taking up water if you don't have no water in your yard, and them are going to lock you up. So make we say it's really people who is extracting the water for commercial use. Yes, step in. Yell, all right. Yes.
I'm here, Tim. But I'm fed up over the...
Yes, start again. You talk when you never dep on the ear.
Yeah, hear me now?
Me I hear you, but you're low.
All right. Me I tell you, say, a whole heap of thing I go on. Because me I thought the woman with them killed downtown.
Oh yeah, me just get the report a while ago. It's the Kingston Western Police are approaching a number of police into yesterday's shooting that a female fruit vendor. Oh, me didn't hear about it, you know. Yeah, at the Carnation Market in downtown Kingston. Initial reports had suggested that 39-year-old Angela Stennett, otherwise called Nancy of Seaview Garden, who was shot in the head, was spilled by cops who were in pursuit of an alleged robber. However, head of the West Kingston Police Division, Senior Superintendent Steve McGregor, has confirmed to IRA FM News that the shooting was not carried out by the police. There are several eyewitnesses to the woman's murder. Okay. What you say about it? Yeah, what you at about it? Yeah, may I hear you from the beginning?
They said, John, them can't just fire a shot in the crowd. Them not respect for black people.
No,
listen,
yeah, all right, wait there. Them say, the police say, the superintendent say, to IRFM News that the shooting was not carried out by the police.
Them not, remember the police never own up them
no,
shooting.
Yeah, me never say them, I mean them never own it up yet. Them shoot the woman out the way name with that pregnant. Them can't say no them do it.
Hey, I'll be a thing go on. I mean, I say,
no, me not say the thing. We ain't no well I know. Me not say things not go on, you know. But what me I say, don't make your blood pressure raise that so no man.
Yeah, man.
When them shoot the pregnant woman, them can't say no them, you know. You understand?
But,
all right.
Yeah, me I hear what I say. What me I say.
Yeah, what I say.
Them I fire the shot because
you did there? You did there?
No, I don't know.
You never did
it? Me the top side them on my bridging down that side and the man fire the shot down there.
Who fired the shot down there?
The police have fired the shot after the youth, man.
You did there when them fired the shot?
No, me I tell you say me the top side them.
No,
my bridging the down that side there.
So you see when the police fired the shot?
Then the man I tell me.
No, me not tell you what somebody tell you. Me ask if you see when the police fired the shot.
No, what I know? Me when police are run down the youth.
Right? Yeah, me never say the police now run on the youth. That it's saying that so it's on this paper that happened. But a woman was shot in her head, and the people them say it is the police fire the shot. The police are run down a robber, and according to the thing, the police are run down the robber and him fire a shot and him miss and kill this woman.
And no justice now come out of that.
Yeah, but no, the police I say it's not the police going to kill the woman.
And then we have nobody to prove, nobody.
Yeah, man, you can't find out. You can't find that out. The bullet will come out. No, you can't find that out. You know, you take the bullet and go match it with the gun, and then you find it out.
Yeah, but how much of them are going to do that? And them are going to hide it with the ballistic thing.
Oh, you mean them going to do that?
Them not do that and come out and come own it up.
In other words, we not trust police. That we don't trust police. So even if it's another man fire the shot, we are going to say the police fire the shot. No, listen to me, I said. The way we not trust the police, even if it's the next man fire the shot, we still are going to say our police fire the shot.
The police them are going too much, man.
So anything will happen, and the police are going to do it. So if a man fire a shot and kill somebody and a police today, you're going to say the police fire the shot.
Yeah, because them are going too much. So we don't have no more trust in them.
Even if I know them.
Even if I know them, I see them get the blame too because them are going too much now. Because right now, me just vex to them and me have to support my mother and auntie.
But you know where that can be, no, you know. You don't want to destroy a monster and become like the monster, you know.
Yeah, but
you don't want to become a monster in destroying a monster.
But
so when you listen to what you say, you say, even if I not them, from the two them are going wicked, you're going to say them.
Yeah, because so much.
But listen to what you say, no, brethren, it don't make no human thinking person.
Yeah.
You see, that is where them carry on. You have to understand this where them are carry going on. Them are carry it to make we get irrational in our thinking.
Yeah, man.
But we don't want to get irrational in our thinking if we start to say things where make it look like we become monsters. We are not monsters and we don't want to become monsters. We don't want to be destroying a monster and become the monster.
You know, John, it's like a monster we also come in a mountain because I have to suppose that was my
you have to go stop yourself, you know, Bridget. You have to go stop yourself. You have to go stop yourself. If we allow them, the monsters, to make us become monsters too, we are no different from them. So we're not serious problem.
Right now, me ignorant for them in a mountain.
Yeah, me understand that. Me hear it and the whole away vex too. The whole away vex. The way things are going on. What do you want to know?
Some of them youth here we are turn police. Them need to understand themselves as use the system I use them back against we.
And that you tell them all the while. And that them tell them all the while. We have to move though.
And when them out of the youth.
We have to move. Yeah?
Alright.
The news have come up here now. Yeah, we want to give thanks to the moment, give thanks to the time. You know, say, this Sunday we there forever young again. Yes, it is getting so wonderful to be down there. Trust me, in the heart of the Kingston there. We want to heal up
Samantha, and Keshima, and Brian, who last night we do an outside broadcast, and every time we say, back to Brian, we hear, and I'm have to say, Brian, I'm have to put on, I reaffirm, and then we don't see a jingle come on. Why you love Brian, you never work hard, trust me. And Samantha, why you love Samantha, you know, trust me, man. And Keshima, why you love me hungry, that give you food for the night, and Calabash that give you food for the day. We give thanks to the moment, give thanks to the time, and give thanks to the energy. And you know, say we are going Africa again. Ruta! We are called for Ruta, you know. Ruta, you think Ruta get where? Ruta nah get where, you know. Ruta confirm. I see man that say Ruta will be here on Thursday, man. Because, you know, say, well, Africa, just Africa, you understand? Yes. So, we're not going there next week. We're gone like how Elise gone too. Nobody asked me if Elise got Africa too, you know. We make it sound like the two of us decide to take off time, same time. Brian, give thanks. All right. You have to go take something for go to the toilet though. You can't go to our next after 3 days you're gone. We can't make you go 4 days and not go to the toilet, Bridget. That no minutes and you eat. How much time you eat from date start? 5. You eat 5 times. You just eat round the clock. And you still not going to toilet. May I tell you, you need to go deal with it. You hear, sir? No, you need to go deal with it. We're gone, you know.